I still have gel, silica, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make a cute little heart piece. And look what we're going to use. We're going to use, remember when I posted earlier about pink? Do you like pink? Thank you, June. Do you like pink or do you like red or something outside the box for Valentine's? Well, we ended up, I'm going to go ahead with traditional colors, but we're going to make some hearts on a canvas using seed beads. It's going to be super, super pretty. Is our 10 by 10, and I've posted that right here. The canvas is a 10 by 10, and we do have a link to purchase this piece if while we're working on it, you fall in love with it and decide you must have it for yourself. So we're gonna work on this, and we're gonna do some cute hearts. Now I just kind of sketched out, thank you Terry for the stars and for sprinkling. I just sketched out a couple of hearts, and what I'm gonna do is just put maybe 6 or 7 hearts on my canvas, and then we're gonna paint them all different colors. Sprinkled, I never win. There's no crying in art, winning. Oh, you always win. You are the winner. So I did not put a bunch of these on my tracer. I'm just gonna use these 3 and then just shift them around to where I like them. How's that? So thank you, Paula, for the stars. So the first thing we're gonna do though is get a little color on our canvas. And what I'm gonna use is a little bit of, thank you, Sue, for a little bit of the metallic white, which is pearl. You did, G. Gina got here early. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of this pearl. It's actually metallic white. And I'm gonna spread that around. Thank you, Terry. We're gonna spread that around, and then we're gonna add just a tinge, just a teeny bit of some pink to this, just to give it a little bit of color, because we're gonna do some pink hearts, some red hearts, and some pearly hearts. So I don't want my background to drown out any of those colors. Now I'm using metallic paint, so I like to tell you guys how to apply metallic paint to your canvas. And as per usual, I got too much. Stacy Ann, you've known since you were in diapers. Oh, that's sweet. So I got too much, so I'm gonna do the cheapy girl thing and get some of this back in my bottle. Oh, because I got way too much. Sometimes I would just wipe it off, but I got way too much. Then I'm gonna show you how to make your metallic paint nice and even. Okay, so get it on, cover it really nicely. Let's put the top back on. Hey, Lily. This is just a 1-inch flat, just a cheapy old brush. Y'all, I'm terrible with my brushes, so I don't buy really expensive brushes. I have a couple of nice ones that were gifted to me, but I just buy cheap ones because I mess them up all the time. I forget to clean them, they get crusty, you know, and so I don't waste my money on cheap ones. So it's just a oh yes, Rima, I'm sorry. So it's just a 1-inch flat, okay? So now that I have my entire canvas covered with the pearl, I'm gonna start at the top and I'm gonna pull lightly all in one direction. Have you ever painted something with a metallic and it just looks splotchy? That's because there are actual metallic particles, and when you go this way, back and forth, you're laying those particles around. Oh, I reuse my brushes all the time. So what you want to do is lay all those particles in the same direction, and you do that by pulling your paint in one direction. So there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in my water, And I'm gonna grab my heat gun. We're gonna get this background dry real quick so we can do our pretty little hearts. Oops. So we're gonna get this dry real quick. Metallics dry fairly quickly, so it shouldn't take but a few seconds, and then we can move right on. My daughter had her baby. Aw, Gigi, congrats. That's right, Gina. I rarely do the edges when I'm live, Kendra, because it just takes up extra time that people, you know, I'm trying to like save the time. If like when I'm doing a color on the top, I will go back and paint my edges. If it's white, sometimes I won't unless the canvas is icky. But for the purpose of a live, I just skip it. You're welcome. Got a little bit of wet spot right there. Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure that's nice and dry because we're gonna transfer a couple hearts onto our canvas. And we don't want to transfer it, it's a little sticky here. We don't want to transfer it onto wet paint. Y'all like my cute little Art Shattered sign that Lee Valentine made for me? I think it's good enough. We'll turn that off, that little noisy thing, and we'll give that a second or two to cool. And here is what we're gonna do. We have a nice metallic background, super pretty. So then, now I'm gonna trace just some hearts, and I'm just gonna move these around and move them, twist them back and forth until I'm gonna try to get like 7. Y'all know I hate even numbers. And so I am going to, oops, see, there was something wet, probably over the edge a little. And this is what happens to the transfer paper when it sits on a warm canvas. It likes to curl. So I am going to just grab some, I'm going to tear this into a smaller size. Hey, Millington, Tennessee. How you, girl? I'm just going to cut myself a little piece off that's bigger than that heart. And I'm going to just decide where I want to put it. And then I'll just keep moving it around until I have like 7. So I'm going to do one, I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to kind of turn it a little angled. I'm going to grab some tape just to keep that in place while I do that one little piece, and then we'll shift it around. Thank you, Gail. So I'm going to stick this under. I'm going to grab my stylus. And if you don't have a stylus, hey, Rebecca, it's cold here too. If you don't have a stylus, you can totally just use a ballpoint pen. But I'm just going to trace my heart. Okay, move that. Nice and light colored, so we don't have to worry about that. Roll Tide. So now on this one is kind of angled this way, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to angle it to the left a little, and we'll do one there. Yay! Hey, Cheryl. Thank you, Rebecca. I really appreciate those stars, guys. Facebook took my reels from me because they said I don't live in the United States, which I don't know when Mississippi was not the United States, but they took my reels from me, and no matter what I do, they won't give them back. So roll tide. Hey, Regetta. So I'm gonna come here. And what do we have? 2. So let's go. I don't want them to be like tic-tac-toe. So I'm gonna bring this one like off the edge a little. So let me move We'll move the tape. And we'll take that one off the edge a little, and then we'll come down here. I'm just kind of doing this by the seat of my pants, so we'll see. I guess I only needed one heart. All right. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3, I need 4 more. So let's go maybe like right here. Well, that one's turned that way, so let's make this one fairly upright. Or let's just do it upside down. How about that? Bring it off the edge a little. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what to do. So let's take that. And let me look at where my canvas is. Off the edge. All right. Now let's do one right here. I'm going to bring it over a little. What do we have, 4? I'm unsure about this one. 4. I'm going to scoot this close to the edge. It's hard to do this, y'all. It's like making dots and trying not to have them lined up perfectly. It's like, okay, I don't know where to go next, but we'll just make do with whatever we get on the canvas. All right, so there's one. So I think you need, let's turn one upside down, like right here. Push that down. Oops. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, just one more? That's gonna be difficult. Got a little happy, didn't I? Let's see. Let's just do it right there. We may add a little half-C hanging off the side. Oh, that's too much just like that. Hang on. Hang on. I'm glad I didn't trace that yet. Let's do, we may do one a little upside down this way. And then we'll do one right on the edge. I don't want them all turned like matchy-matchy. I'm a weirdo that way. I don't really like anything very matchy-matchy. All right, can y'all even see those? Thank you, Wendy. April, that's hilarious. Okay, so we have a blank space here. So I'm gonna do like one, a half of one, like right there. Where's my tape? And then that makes an even number, so we'll do just a portion of one somewhere. I'm such a weirdo, aren't I? I just hate perfectly. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I'm just gonna do the tip of one right there. If we hate it, we'll paint over it. Got a little space here. I think that's crowded though. I think I'll just do a little tip right here. I don't know what I'm trying to tape. So let me look. Y'all, I'm being a little too anal even for myself. Let's see. Here, I'm just gonna do it. We're just going for it, right? It is what it is. Boom, boom. Voila. We're gonna live with that. No matter what happens. Now we have odd. It's getting a little too hectic there. Okay, So now we are going to put this away. And so I'm using 3 colors. I actually brought this one too. This pink is fantastic. So these are seed beads from Hobby Lobby. And this is called Snow. This is Pink Luster, and this is Red Rainbow. And this is, I don't know, because it doesn't have anything on the package, but it's kind of a silver lined pink. But we're gonna paint out our hearts first. So the first thing I wanna do is I wanna do a little test. Nothing's wet there, but I bought this Deco Art Enchanted Iridescent acrylic, and I wanna see how it flashes. So let's grab, I'm just gonna use my finger. I wanna see how this flashes, because if it flashes pink, then I may use that. It totally flashes pink and green, so we may use that. And then put seed beads on top of that on a couple. So we're gonna do a white pearly, and then I think this one flashes gold. So let's try that. So I'm gonna just squish it up to my finger, and oh, that one's awesome too. We may do one of each of those. Thank you, Jill. And then we have some pink. This is metallic fruit punch. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of pearl with this to get a lighter pink. Then we have the metallic, what color? Metallic red. So we're gonna work on that, and let's get these hearts painted. The one in the very middle, I know I'm gonna do red. So I'm gonna grab a watercolor pencil, and I'm gonna put my colors on, I'm gonna use the pink. So I know I'm gonna do red here. And then, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do the pearly ones right here. And let's do pink. And I don't want pinks touching. So maybe a white and a pink. And it's gonna be hard to do this. So I'm just gonna, maybe just paint and go in that direction, because I'll sit here and do this for 20 minutes and ain't nobody got time for that. Right? Quick, wipe. Okay, look. Oh, let me wipe my hands. I got stuff all over them. We have Beer Mac. Did I pronounce that right, Gina? Mixed Media Alcohol Whites. These are fantastical. Gina is gonna post the link for these. We use these for mixed media cleanup, and this one is alcohol based, so this is the one we use for resin cleanup. And these are fantastic for art projects, for cleaning up. I actually use them to clean little spills on my glass table as well, and they're fantastic. And Gina's gonna post her link. Okay, so I'm gonna start with just red, okay? I'm gonna start with this metallic red by Deco Art. I'm gonna do that center, whoops, that broke right off. I'm gonna do that center heart with a brush. I sure did. You knew I was going to. So I'm gonna paint this middle heart. I'm gonna twist this just a little. And we're gonna paint this heart with this metallic red. I have to hold my mouth right when I do this, so I can't talk. So Lee, are you still here? Lee's the one. I was like, Lee, what am I gonna do tonight? I have something in mind that I want to do for you guys, and I'm really excited about doing it. I'm gonna do, I don't know if I should share it or to keep it a secret and a surprise, but it was gonna be a long one, and I've been here all day. I'm exhausted, so May save that for next week. Let me get all the way down to my point. Clean that line up. Let's twist to turn. Get there. This looks like it might need a second coat, but we're putting seed beads on it, so it might be okay. Maybe just a quickie. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I think I'm gonna do this one. If two end up beside each other, I'm just gonna have to live with it because, you know. 5 inches of snow? No, ma'am. That is why I live in the South. Me no likey. I'm complaining because it's cold. I sure don't want any snow. I'm not complaining, I just don't like it. I'll take whatever days I get, but I'd prefer them to be a little warmer. So let's get another. We're gonna do 3 of each color, I think. These are metallics too, which is why that one on the top looks blotchy, because it's really hard to make a really perfect all in one direction when it's a heart. So that's why it looks a little blotchy, but we're gonna come over and do a second coat. So, okay, I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this one. This one that's hanging off the edge. So I just lied. Okay, I got pink paint where it shouldn't be, so I'm about to put Gina's wipes in action. As soon as I get this painted. I'm not going over the edge, guys, but you could totally do that. You could take that heart right over the edge if you wanted to, but I didn't paint my edge pearl, so, but that would be super cute if you took your little hearts right over that edge. All right, I'm gonna grab a wipe because I really did get pink where it shouldn't be. So I'm gonna get one of these wipes, one of these, and I'm gonna keep that handy, so, oh poo. I just made it worse because I smeared. But look, I just fixed it. Look at there, all better. Okay, so there is the red. I'm gonna keep my brush handy because I am going to do probably a second coat, but I'm gonna take my pink. This color is called, it's Martha Stewart. It is called Fruit Punch, but I don't really want it to be this bright because my pink is really a much lighter pink. So I'm gonna take some of the metallic pearl, thank you, Christine, and I'm gonna mix my own pink. So I'm gonna grab another brush and I'll mix it up here where you guys can see what I'm doing. So let me grab a brush. And so I'm gonna start with a little bit of pink. Then I'm gonna grab up a little bit of this pearl. Oh my goodness, that might have been perfect right there. Let's go ahead and grab a little more. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. We'll just mix all that in because we may need it all. So I made my own using the Fruit Punch and the metallic white, made my own pink. So let's go ahead and get that on there. Whew. So let's do one here. And guys, if you didn't have like a metallic pink, you could totally just paint regular colors, or you could paint regular pink and put a little coat of pearl over the top, because the pearl it is a little translucent. Let me turn it this way. So it'd be fine. You don't really need the metallics. If you don't already have them, don't go get them. Just use pink paint and red paint. And I'm gonna use that flash color. So there's one pink. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do this one. This one on the edge. Hey y'all. I have to look up occasionally and see if anybody's chatting with me. Thanks for being here, y'all. Don't forget, if you just popped on, I have a cute little heart that we're going to be gifting to someone tomorrow. So make sure you let your friends know. How to get entered into that drawing is to sprinkle, let your friends know we're here, invite them to come hang out, then come back here and tell us you did so. And then we will draw someone's name, and you'll win a cute little, it's a piece of wood. It's like a, remember the crosses we did? It's a piece of wood. Ooh. With a heart on it. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna go here. Then we'll have these three as the flash. So this. I did it again, Gina. Need my little wipe. Instant fix. Y'all, I can't wait to show y'all what we did in the Shattered Circle last night. Holy moly. Y'all saw the Tree of Life that we did a couple weeks ago, and we just one-upped that. We did ourselves a cute little, let me move that over, a cute little Four Seasons tree. And I'm telling you, that thing is so gorgeous, even if I say so myself. Wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to pull it off, but I'm pretty sure it worked out perfectly. Okay, so for these others, let me wipe that off. I'm gonna try this one. This is called Americana Enchanted Magenta. So it's gonna come off a little pink. So let's try that out and see. I just ripped the whole top off, but oh, that'll be all right too. Let me get another brush. I don't want to intermix them yet. So this should pop pink a little. I'm going to start over here, and I am going to lightly go over and try to just take back a little bit of that carbon so it doesn't quite flash through, even though we're gonna fix that at the end, okay? Thank you, Kathy. That was a really fun project, wasn't it? So this, it looks white, but it flashes, and if you don't know what that means, when we're done, I'll kind of try to show it to you. It's like when you tilt and turn it, it flashes another color. This is gorgeous. All right. I almost took off too much of the tracer because I can barely see it. And I know it's hard for you guys to see what's happening here, but once this is dry, I'll show you how it flashes. Really, really pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's wait for it to dry. All right, so now I'm gonna do one more, and then on the last one, I'm gonna try the other flash, which flashes gold. So we'll see how that works. So let me try to minimize some of that tracer. We are gonna put some fun lines around this, so I'm not too terribly worried about it showing, but just a little better if it's not super dark. This is gonna be so cute. Twist and turn. So this is the magenta. So it flashes like a pink color. All right, now for the other one, this last one, I'm gonna do in the flash gold, okay? Let's see. Let me see if I can twist this off. All right. See if this one shows up a little better. This is so cute, y'all. So cute. Oh, I meant to wipe some of that off, but it'll be all right. We'll get through it. I can see the gold popping up already. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so that's so stinking pretty. That one really, I don't know if you can tell. That one really pops. All right, I'm gonna start from scratch and just really quick do a second coat. I won't take hardly any time for this at all, I promise. Just a quickie with the red metallic. One more little splotch. And the red metallic. Much better coverage. And this little end over here. All right, we'll put that in the water. We'll go to our pink, which is our pre-mixed. We'll just put a quickie, another coat of that. It'll take but a second. mix up just about the perfect amount of pink. That was just pure luck, I can assure you of that. Pure luck. One more pink one. I did not know that, Gina. How did I not know that? A little bit of pink. Ugh. All right, we'll put that in. Now we'll do, which one? I'm gonna hit these real quick, 2 seconds with my heat gun because they're still a little wet. That gold one really flashes. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna stop for a second, and I want to pick these up, and I want to show you, and I want to be able to see it in my screen. So as soon as it catches up. No, it will not, Becky. And normally I don't have this much in the background. This is the pink. And it does come off a little bit of pink. The pink beads, the beads will help with that. This one is pink too. Oh, this is the gold one, I'm sorry. See how it's gold? Yeah, and this is the pink. We actually moved my work table up a little closer to the window because we're packing and we're clearing out stuff in the back for our move. And normally you don't hear all this traffic. I apologize for that. This is a busy street, but in the new space, you won't hear any of it at all. And hopefully it'll only be another week or so. The traffic, the street noise is terrible, I understand. It's terrible. All right, so that's the gold one. That looks super nice. So let's do the pink. Let's go over here and just do a second quickie on the pink. Then we're gonna get this dry so we can keep going. And no fiddle farting, as my mama would say. No fiddle farting today. This is the pink, the magenta. Yeah, I guess we're lucky so far that there hasn't been like thumping, like boom, 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 or fire truck or anything like that, because that would be fairly typical for this area. Oops, as well. Let me get my top back on this paint so it doesn't dry up. I have enough drying up problems with my own skin. And let's get this dry so that we can keep on keeping on. I'm digging the flash of gold. Pantone color? Really, Deborah? I did not know that. This looks really pretty. Trying to see if I can get it to flash for y'all. Thank you, Laura. A little bit more and it should be dry. Oh, that one's really wet. Let's get that done. All right. Let me get the heat off of it for a second. Hey, Becky. Let that cool off for a second. And then I'm gonna use my pen before we do anything else. That one's still wet. Come on, get yourself dry. Isn't that cute, Lee? Such a cute idea. All right, so we're gonna let that cool for a second while I grab my pen. This is the pen I like to use, if I can find it. This is a pen I like to use to outline things because I have a little bit of arthritis in my hands and it just, that's too small, just makes it easier for me to make lines if I'm using a pen. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with the 3. Normally I use a 5. This is a graphic marker from Hobby Lobby. It's called an illustration marker actually online. This one is a 0.3. Normally I use a 0.5, but I can't find it. And we're just gonna go with the flow here. This one looks terrible though, hang on. Let's see if we can't do a little bit better job. That's a 3. That's a bold. And let's see what this is. I really want my 5. That's a 5. It looks dead. Hang on. Oh, it's not. It looks pretty good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to do very loosey-goosey lines, okay? We're not gonna like outline it perfectly. We're gonna just make, I'm gonna start up here in a safe area, right here where this is just a small piece. So I'm gonna just outline, and I'm gonna make short strokes, and I'm gonna double up and make more than one. So let's do this. So we're really trying to make these pop. Wish this pen was a little bit better. And I'm gonna have to really go over this one. Oh, now we got some bumping. I just said something. All right, so we're gonna go here, go short, mini strokes if I can. We'll go here. My phone ring, it scared the poop out of me. Scared me to death. So I'm just making some scribbles around the hearts. We'll go around this. Don't be afraid, just make some little scribbles. I think the messier it is, the better. All right, what's not done? This one. This pen is trying to die on me. It's not inking very well. But we're just gonna keep working with it. And last one. All right, let me look at this. Hang on. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. I want to try something. I didn't like that pen. It looks like it's That's better. I'm gonna just do a few more strokes. Not the best. These pens don't seem to last very long anymore. Seems like after a couple weeks they start getting icky and running out of ink. So I'm just gonna scribble a little more. Works better if you hold it straight up and down too, just so you know. All right, we're gonna stop now. And here's what we're gonna do next. That was super fun. That is really cute. That is really cute. This one is the 3. The other one was a 5. I normally always use a 5, but my 5 was just not working out very well. All right, so here's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do this fairly quickly, because I have some Aleene's clear tacky glue, and we are going to let me grab another brush. I feel like I've used every brush in my thingy today. I really haven't, because I have tons of brushes, but it was like all the sizes that I wanted. I'm gonna squirt some of this glue right onto my plate, just like it's paint. And I'm gonna put a very thin layer of glue on my hearts, all right? And I'm not trying to cover every square inch. I'm just adding here and there. Because I don't really want it to stick to, you know, every bit of the heart. I want it to be a little skippy. And so, not worrying too much about the coverage. On this one, I'm really gonna be skippy. We'll come back over to the top. On this one, I'm leaving a little spot in the middle that has no glue. We'll do this whole little piece. And I'm going to turn this way and get this pink. I want to make sure I keep my hand out. And I'm going to do, on this pink one, okay, that pink, I'm going to do about half of this heart. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to try to stop organically. So I'm going to take my pen or my brush and just kind of pounce that edge, so it's not like a hard, stiff line. It's gonna have an organic edge. All right, so the red, I think I'm gonna do as much as I can. You also don't wanna fiddle around too much and let that start to dry on you. So I'm trying to hurry. Because if your glue's dry, nothing's gonna stick. You may go ahead and sprinkle on a little bit of beads onto the ones we've already done. I'm covering this one 100%. And that way it can be setting up a little while we do those. Okay, so on the pink, I'm gonna use this pink seed bead, and I'm literally going to just sprinkle it. Don't get in the red. I'm going to sprinkle it on. This is so cute. And you can just kind of push them into the glue. Oh, I love these little beads. These are really, really pretty. Couple more. That is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. All right, I'm gonna hit this one with these. This is the pink luster. I'm gonna pour these in a cup because this is a big tube and I don't wanna make a mess. And so I'm just gonna hit, I'm gonna try to get them all on, oops, that was excessive. Do not roll down there. Try to get them where it goes. Keep it in line. The glue just kind of helps keep it in place till we resin. And then you can move all these things around too. So there's that one. I'm gonna leave this cup here. And let's do the red. This is Red Rainbow. So I'm gonna do the center. This one is completely covered, so I'm just gonna dump a little and then we'll move it around where it needs to be. Make sure your heart's not, you're not filling in gaps where it shouldn't be. Ooh, my tummy is growling, Lee. My tummy is growling. All right, we need a few more, just a couple, maybe not that many, but we have this over here to do. I'm gonna just put my hand here and sprinkle some of those. And then this is kind of tedious, which is something that I normally don't do tedious things. I'm like, I hate tedious, but it was worth it, I thought. All right, let's get these in place. And all right, we got some overlap here. That is so pretty. This might be my favorite color. This is so pretty. This is the gold. I think it has started to drop a little, so that is not what I wanted to do. I just got gunk on it now. So I'm gonna add a little more glue. Just gonna do this. Just squirt it on there. And on this one, I'm gonna do the crystal luster, the mix of the clears. So it's this one. It's actually called Snow. Ugh. And I'm gonna turn this a little bit towards me. Look now, don't be acting wrong. I'm gonna put this in a cup. And these beads, by the way, are all size 6. And we used a bunch of these in our 4 Seasons tree. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't wait for y'all to see this. This is so pretty. Let's get you wiggled in where you belong. So cute. All right, we'll set that aside. I'll add some more. Now, I think that's all the ones that had glue. So let's do this red one. I'm just gonna squirt some glue instead of sticking it on there. The snow is beautiful, isn't it? Were they not on sale? Oh, yeah. They will be again in probably 2 weeks, so don't stress about it too much. I'll put some of that over there. Got a little too much glue. So we'll add some of that to this one. All right, so now we're gonna go back to the red. Didn't I have red in a cup? I love this color. I'm gonna turn this again. Try to kind of keep them from going all over the place. All right, I'm just gonna grab these tweezers to help. Thank you for the sprinkles. So I don't get glue all over my fingers every time. Let's make sure our little heart is showing up good. Couple more little pieces here and here. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the snow get off there. For this one, and I did about 3/4 coverage for that. So we'll get that on there and then we'll move that around. This is so cute, y'all. Did I say that already? So cute. That turned out good. All right, almost done. Almost done. Pink. So let's just squirt a little. Hang on, let me put those back in there. Let's squirt a little glue. I can't find what I do with my glue. I'm worried I'm gonna spill all these beans. This Clear Tacky Glue by Aleene's. It is spectacular. Dries really fast. It's my go-to. Every once in a while, I'll use E6000, but for the most part, I am all about the Aleene's. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. Need a little bit more glue. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover that whole thing. All right, done. Glue. All right, so pink, I'm gonna use the silver lined again. Super pretty, this one. So I'm gonna put my hand here so they don't fly all over the place. Are y'all tappers when you're doing seed beads? I'm a tapper. All right, so we'll get that closed back up. That's my pink. And I think that is pretty good. Nothing out of place too bad. Super cute. Get over there in the glue where you're supposed to be. And this is our last one again. The snow. So where did my snow go? Here it is. And this is so cute. It does look kind of like sugar cookies. So I'm gonna put my finger here so I can try to control where all it's going. See, get back over here. It's runaway beads. I think I covered this whole thing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pile it up a little. Whoops. See, runaways. And we'll tap that down. Move some of the beads around to where they need to be. This is so cute. Let me get this. That looks so cute. All right, look at there. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn it the right way because it'll drive me crazy if I don't. And the right way is whatever way is right in my head. Right? There is no wrong way really, but this is how I see it in my head. This is so cute, y'all. I'm actually wondering about adding just a few more right there. Sorry, can't help myself. Just felt like it needed a little something extra. We'll be happy with that. We'll stop there. Just make it a little more organic. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so stinking cute. Who is ready to resin? Let's get the resin going. Move these beads over so I don't spill them. Stack them. Oh, don't spill. And we are going to mix some resin now. I'm just going to mix. I'm going to mix like, let me get a baby cup. I'm going to mix 10 by 10. I'm going to get one of these smaller cups. I used a cup last night that about drove me crazy. I'm going to mix 1.5 ounces. I think that's going to do the trick, but we'll see how that works. So I'm going to mark my cups. I'm going to make 1.5 ounces total. So that is 3/4 and 3/4. So I'm going to make a 3/4 line here and a 3/4 line here. This might be too much, but we're going to risk it because I'd rather have too much than too little at this point. So I'm going to scooch this up a little, and I'm going to put these here so I'll remember to elevate. And here's my cup. So I'm going to grab my gloves, and we are going to resin. This is so cute, guys. Do y'all like it? Do you like it? Super simple, super cute. You could totally jazz up that background a little. And remember when I said I was going to do a little pink in the background? I completely forgot about that till just now, but it worked out okay. You can still see the hearts. You can still see the white ones, so I think it worked out okay. Didn't quite follow what I said I was gonna do, but that happens a lot. Yay. So I don't know if I said, I think I did say this, but there is a link, and it's printed right here. There is a link on my page. This piece is for sale. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description. You can go buy this right now. It won't ship until, what's today? Wednesday, Thursday. It won't ship till Friday. But, hang on, I gotta hold my mouth right. But, also, if you sprinkle, I have another heart on my back table that is on a wood block, and if you sprinkle, come on, more drop. If you sprinkle and let your friends know we're here, come back and let us know. Scoot. Let us know. That would be pretty outlined in gold. The link is at the very top in the description. If you let us know you sprinkle, we will put your name in a hat to, we're gonna draw a name, and I'll be posting that tomorrow. So I'm gonna dump the 3/4 ounce of hardener. I guess that's what this was. 3/4 ounce of hardener, and we'll dump the resin. Just make sure you get it all out. Don't leave a bunch in your cup. That's how you end up shortchanging yourself, and then you have sticky art. Okay, Catherine, are you ready for me? I am going, I'm gonna elevate real quick. That way I don't have to mess with this and these beads once I'm done. Uh-oh, I heard a bead fall. All right, I think we're good. Yep, a little debris. All right, so I'm gonna stir. At the very top, it's like what you see before you click on the page. Or you can go to artshattered.com and do a search for heart. So I'm gonna mix my resin for 3 minutes. We're gonna scrape the sides and scrape the bottom so it's all mixed really nice and evenly. Oh no, Anne. No, you gotta put that hair up. Thank you for helping Rose Barbara. Will you tell Rose that I've been missing her? She hasn't been on in a while. All right, so we're just gonna stir for that 3 minutes, gently, scrape, 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 so it's all mixed. And then we're gonna cover our cute little hearts. And yes, they were glued before. We did put some glue down, just a quick coat of glue down before we added the beads. I'm not gonna worry too much about whether some of the beads move around because once we resin, I will fix that. Look at all you sprinklers. Carolyn, it's pearl. It's metallic white. Thank you, Catherine. Hey, Lee. Again. 7:15. You hungry? So we're sprinkle, sprinkle, stir, stir, mix, mix. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, Catherine. Okay, so I'm gonna start with these full hearts that are in the center, and I'm gonna start drizzling the resin right on top of these beads because we don't want them wiggling around later. So we're just gonna drizzle right on top. We'll get this one too. And we'll do this. I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down. This pink is so cute. I don't know where they came from, the pink, because it was just a small little container with no label in my bead buckets. But I'm gonna have to find a bigger tube of those because that is stinking adorable. All right, I think I need one more little drizzle right there. And we'll do the one in the middle. It should be a featured link somewhere. And it may already be sold too, I don't know. All right, the pink one. And the red. This red is really pretty, y'all. It's like red and gold mix. It kind of flashes too. It flashes a little bit of gold and a little bit of an iridescent purpley color too. So it's super pretty. I think I'm gonna have too much resin. That's all right. And one more, and then we'll spread it around to the other parts. actually it might be just the right amount. So this was total 1.5 ounces. I thought I had a lot, but looks like it might be perfect. We try to get close to that edge without spilling over. All right, so I have a little bit left. I'm just gonna go through and drizzle around in between the hearts. Look at that. Look at that. That was the perfect amount. A little bit more. Boom, boom, boom. Drizzle, drizzle. And I'm just going to use my hands to smear it around. All right, so I'm just going to take my fingers and very gently, hey, Shannon, just move that resin around so it covers the entire piece. And we don't have any skippies. Need to cough over there? Let me see if I can get that in that little space without making a mess. This is so cute, y'all. I just don't even know what to say. So cute. We've been on a cuteness roll. I need to turn this, but I don't. Let's see. Just keep going until you have it all covered. That was the perfect amount, y'all. Don't need a bit more or a bit less. I'll turn it one more time. And then once you get it all smeared around and covered completely, you're gonna wanna look at it from a couple of different angles. It's stealing a little from that center heart to make sure you have resin everywhere. So if you have a skippy, it's gonna show up kind of flat looking. Everything that has resin should be super shiny. So let's go around the edge. Voila, so cute, guys. So I'm gonna take a peek at it. I'm gonna look at it like from here. Nothing, maybe this little spot right there. And then I'm gonna look this way. Little spot right there. Then I'm gonna turn it back the way I feel like it should be. And let me fix these back. I'm just gonna leave them right there for now. I'll fix them when we're done. And we're gonna look at it again. Make sure I don't see any mattes, flat looking, non-shiny areas. And voila. Okay, this would be so cute with some dots in the background, or even just if you have a heart, it is sold. Thank you, Tricia, for letting me know. With some like just some what am I trying to say? Like some monochromatic tone on tone hearts in the background, and then have the colored hearts on top, and the background ones don't have glass. That would be so pretty. Rima, I'm gonna need you to do that. So let me grab my heat gun, and we're gonna pop our bubbles. I've got the heat turned way down. My heat gun has a thermostat or a heat control. So we're gonna run that over, pop the bubbles. You can do this again in about 15 or 20 minutes if you want to. I see either some debris or some spot right here. Let me see. Probably that metallic dotting that happens sometimes when you use a metallic background. What happens, especially if you don't allow it to cure and dry for like a couple hours or even overnight, sometimes it will sis. And by that, I mean, it'll create a crater. A little bit, yeah, splatter too. A little crater in your resin where it looks like it was a skippy. I don't concern myself with things like those, but if you like your resin, if you don't like that look, then you can, if you use a pearl or a metallic background, you can finish it before you do your painting, or even after you paint, before you glass. You can spray it with a clear sealer so that you don't have that sissy, okay? It doesn't bother me. I've learned after 10, 12 years not to concern myself with the little things when it comes to these art pieces, but I love this. This is so stinking cute.